Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing the places where I looked to find articling positions and the resources that I used to secure an interview. If you're looking to become a licensed lawyer in Ontario, then the articling program is one way to gain and to complete the experiential training component of the license process. The first place sounds like an unlikely source, but you'd be surprised at how many articling positions are tweeted about on Twitter. I actually came across several while I was looking, and I ended up passing one tweet along to my friend. She applied to that firm, got an interview, and eventually got an articling position. To make the most of Twitter for finding articling positions, you need to create an account. I made one and I use the search function daily. I'd search up keywords like articling position and hiring and click the latest tab to see the most recent tweets using these keywords. To make it easier, save this search as a bookmark so you can go back to it often. There's also a law Twitter account dedicated to retweeting and sharing law jobs in Canada, including articling positions. You can find it at the handle LawJobsCAN. Another great resource for finding articling positions is your law school's job board. This was actually how I found my current articling position through Windsor Law's job board. It's a great resource because it's usually updated often by your career services office or equivalent, and at least for me, I was able to follow up on specific postings that I was interested in with the Career Services Office. They were able to provide me guidance with my resume and my application to make it a strong application and to cater it towards a specific position. Another surprising but great resource for articling position postings is Facebook, particularly Facebook groups. There's one particular Facebook group called the Law Job Exchange, and once you request to join it and you're accepted, you will have access to job postings, a wide network of legal professionals, and the opportunity to view and ask questions on a variety of things like questions regarding salary, job interview tips for a specific industry. I often see our associates and articling students from firms post that their firm is hiring an articling student. And if you see these postings, I highly suggest that you reach out to these individuals with questions or for a coffee chat. This will not only show your interest in the firm but also initiative, and if you happen to end up getting an interview with the firm, your efforts will be remembered and maybe even work out in your favor in terms of getting the job. This next resource I had no idea existed, and I wonder why, and it's the Law Society of Ontario's Articling Registry. When I was a law student, I don't remember receiving any emails about this registry. But apparently it's a thing for law students who are looking for articling positions. You need to make an account to access the registry, but I imagine it's similar to a job board. Comment below if you've used this registry before and if you found it helpful. I also never used LinkedIn before to look for articling positions, but I find I'm using it a lot more often now that I've started looking for associate positions for when I get called to the bar in June. LinkedIn has a dedicated page for jobs, which can be accessed by clicking the Jobs tab. You can search for a position by title and location, for example, articling in Ontario. Once the listings appear, you then have the option to further refine your search by filtering for things like date it was posted, industry, and even salary. Indeed offers a range of articling positions with small firms to municipalities and corporations. Depending on your situation, be mindful of your salary expectations, as some of these postings are not clear about the salary, or they advertise as an internship, which may or may not be paid. If you're looking to article with the Ontario government, then go to the ministry's job board for articling positions. MEG, which is the Ministry of the Attorney General of Ontario, hires law students every year, 1 year ahead of the start date of their articles. So if you're looking to article in the fall of 2023, you would apply this year on the website when the positions become available. Cold calling or emailing to find an articling position may take more effort and time, but it's a great way to network and to meet new people in the legal profession. If you have a particular interest in an area of law, then I suggest that you look up firms that practice in that area. Many of the smaller firms do not have the time or the resources to participate in the formal articling recruit or to promote available job postings online. Once you have researched the firm and you find that it aligns with your interests and your values, then send an email to one of the associates at the firm for an informal coffee chat. In the past, I've read the bios of associates on the firm website. I'd look for similarities with the associates, such as did the same degree in a university, or we went to the same law school, or we have similar interests. And I find having these little similarities are a good way to connect with an individual, especially virtually when you don't have much to go off of. And don't be afraid to express your interest in a particular area of law, or to say that you're looking for an articling position. Even if that particular firm isn't hiring, then if you happen to make a good impression with the lawyer, they may keep you in mind and pass your name along to other lawyers who may be hiring for an articling position. So those were the resources that I relied on in terms of looking for articling positions. And I'll probably rely on them going forward for looking for associate positions for when I get called to the bar. And in terms of final tips for your job search, bookmark the websites that you'll be going back to often so it's easily accessible. Check these sites daily because new postings come up every day and you don't want to miss them. If you're cold calling or emailing law firms, do not start the conversation off with, "Are you hiring?" or "I need an articling position." This can be off-putting, and usually these advances are ignored. Instead, ask for a coffee chat where you can get to learn more about the firm and show your initiative and figure out whether that's an area you'd like to practice in. Oftentimes, these smaller firms don't even realize that they're in need of extra help, and it's only after they've spoken to a student that they realize that they have the potential and the capacity to hire an articling student, and that articling student may even be you. So put yourself out there, take chances, network, and you never know where these chats and these efforts may land you. Hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up or a comment letting me know. And by doing so, this video will get out to more law students who are in the same position as you in terms of looking for an articling position. I know it may not seem like it at this time, but you will find an articling position and you will get licensed to practice law. I was in your shoes once, and I felt like the end of the world to me when I was struggling to find a position, but I just told myself, and you should too, that you've come this far. You wrote the LSATs, you applied to law school, you got into law school, you wrote the bar exams, or you didn't, and you're going to. What's one more thing of finding an articling position? You can do it. All the best, and thank you for watching.